Welcome back. In this video, we are going to understand column layout widget. This is our first layout widget. As of now, in our previous classes, whatever the widgets we have considered, see each widget, you can mention a child inside a widget, inside that class. How many childs you can mention? You can mention only one child. As of now, in our previous classes, whatever the widgets we followed, whatever the classes we followed, you can mention only one child. Suppose, think like that, if you want to mention multiple childs, how you can do that? If you want to go for multiple childs, then you need a layout. There are many types of layouts available in Flutter, but in that, the first layout which we are discussing is column layout. So on this layout, on this column layout, we can define multiple children. That's the one of the use of that column layout. With example, you are going to understand how column layout is going to display its children, so that for better understanding. Now coming to this, inside the material app, we are going to have, this is what we are following from the previous classes, inside the scaffold. See, in the scaffold body, this is what scaffold body means. This white color, whatever it's showing here, this is what scaffold body means. Inside this scaffold body, the first widget which we are using is center widget. So what's the meaning of that center widget? So whatever the widget you place inside that center class, it is going to display it in the center of the scaffold body. That's why our column widget is displayed in the center of the scaffold body. We already used the class called center class, center widget. Class and widget, we are going to use it interchangeably. So both are same. Center class means center widget. So we already used center widget in our previous project 1. Hope you already know what center widget means. So inside this center widget, for a center widget child, we used column. So now column is going to take a layout. On that layout, you can mention any number of children. See, in this column layout, we have mentioned 3 children. One is to display this image. Second one is to display the text. And third one is, this is what you need to understand. See, the first one is, this is for image. We will come to this again. The first child is image. See here, inside the column, children, not child, children. You can mention list of, this is the symbol used for list of widgets. This is of type widget. This list is of type widget. So column can take a list of widgets. Our first widget is to display images. And our second widget is const text. Welcome to Flutter. This is the text which we are going to display as a second widget. And the third widget is, we have not used this widget up to now, sized box widget. This is the sized box class which we are going to use frequently in our Flutter applications. What's the use of this sized box is, see here, the second widget is welcome to Flutter, and the third widget is the text that displayed below. The column widget is essential for vertical assignment of your UI elements. So in between these two widgets, there is some gap. In order to provide that gap, sized box is going to be used. Means you defined a sized box, you defined a box that contains height 10. So that's the use of sized box. Suppose, see, let's see what happens. Suppose if you increase the size to 20 and execute it, you will see the gap increased here. In order to provide that gap, we are going to use sized box widget. And the third widget which we discussed is a text widget. The last widget which we are, so inside this column we have mentioned totally 4 widgets, one for displaying image, one for text, third one for a sized box, and fourth one for text. Like that you can mention any number of widgets. All they come under children of column layout. Now let's try to understand how we have written this image here. See, in order to display image, this is what? Image is placed in a class called clip or rect. So what's this class? We are going to discuss about this class in our coming classes. As of now, we don't need to place the image inside that clip or rect. Instead of that, we can place it in a container. Instead of container, we are using this class. There are some benefits with this class. Let me explain you one of the benefits what this class will provide. See here, we have used border radius. So whenever you used border radius for container, the image will go outside. The radius, it won't have the cut there. Image is not going to cut there. This clip or rect is going to provide that cut. See, image also, there is a cut here for the image. Those are the benefits which we are going to have for a clip or rect. And now this clip or rect is placed in a padding class. So why we have placed that in a padding? Padding is provided. How much padding? 16 pixels padding has been provided. So whenever you are going to understand why we placed the image inside the padding, you are going to understand that in the next example. We are going to take one more example now. So inside that we have placed an image.asset. We displayed the image. This is our first widget, and our next widget is text, and our next widget is sized box, and our next widget is again text. Like that you can take list of widgets in the column layout. Now you need to understand few options regarding this column: main axis alignment, cross axis alignment. What's this main axis and cross axis alignment? Suppose you want to display this list of widgets from the top left hand side, from the top right hand side. How come you do that? Because we used center here, that's why our column layout is displaying our widgets in the center of the body, scaffold body. Suppose if you want to display here, how you can do that? You can do that using this main axis alignment and cross axis alignment. Let's see that with an example. So let's execute the example. See here, our column layout has displayed from the top in the middle. Why it is displaying on the top? Let's understand with this example. Excuse me. See, inside the scaffold body, instead of using center, directly we are using column layout. So we did not mention center. That's why the column widget is displayed on the top. On the top, how it came to the center? So cross axis alignment is used for horizontal movement. Main axis alignment is used for vertical movement. For cross axis alignment, we have mentioned it as center. That's why all the widgets in the column has come to the center. Suppose main axis alignment is mentioned as a center. It means a start. Main axis means vertical movement. So that's why they came to the top. See, on the top there is some gap here on the top. How you got that gap? Because this column layout, inside this column layout, image has been placed in padding. That is what this gap is. On all the sides we have provided 16 pixels padding. That's why on the top and the image there is some gap in order to give a good beautiful understanding about how image has been placed. That's why padding is been provided. So now column main axis element. Let's understand the options that are available for cross axis alignment and main axis alignment. See, for cross axis alignment, if I take it as start, let's change. What are the options that are available? Start, end, center, space between, like that. There are so many, there are options here. Space around. This is for main axis alignment. If you want to check for cross axis alignment, see here, start, end, center, stretch. You can play with these options one by one. You check that one. Let me show you 2 or 3. You are going to understand. So suppose if I want to make it as start. Sorry, start. See, what's the output? See, all our widgets has come to the starting, to the left hand side. Cross axis alignment is used for horizontal movement. Suppose if you mention it as end. On to the right hand side. Suppose if you apply stretch. This is how it works. Similarly, if you want to use main axis alignment, if you want to mention main axis alignment as center, means vertical movement. See, in the middle. This is one more way. We can place our entire column widgets inside in the middle of the scaffold body. Similarly, if you want to keep it in the end, this is one more option. They are coming to the down. Similarly, if you want to place it as space between, you check the options. You are going to understand. That will be very good practice if you want to do it on your own. So this is what you need to understand about column widget. Hope you got good clarity. Similarly, we are having a row widget which we are going to discuss in our next class. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. The code is available in our website wisdomers.in. You can copy and download the code from our website and you can execute that. Hope you got good clarity. Thank you.